So the coronavirus is changing our way of life. People are working from home, people are learning social distancing, people are prioritizing on what is essential shopping. They're learning to count their blessings. They're focusing more on hygiene. So some good has come out of it. Governments too are learning new ways. Around the world, governments are resorting to two levels of restrictions. Cities are either under lockdown or under a curfew. What's the difference? Let's describe both the situation for you one by one. What does a lockdown look like? These pictures are from Italy and they describe it well. People are told to not leave their homes, but they are allowed to step out for supplies. You're urged to not leave home, but you're not barred specifically. Public and private companies have been urged to put their staff on leave. Travel is only allowed for urgent, verifiable work situations and emergencies or health reasons. China imposed perhaps the most extreme form of a lockdown in Wuhan. You could have called it a curfew. No one was allowed to leave the city. No one was allowed to come inside. Public transport was suspended. Private cars were banned from the roads. People were not allowed to move freely inside residential blocks. In some instances, force was used to pick up infected patients. Well, several parts of India are also under partial lockdown. State governments have imposed restrictions. Private companies have been asked that their employees should be working from home, and many private companies have followed these guidelines. In some parts, Section 144 has been imposed, which means that the assembly of 4 or more people will not be allowed in a public space. If a group gathers, they can be booked for engaging in rioting. That's what the law says. Basically, this is not allowed. 4 or more people in one place. A curfew is an extreme measure. Some cities around the world have imposed a curfew as well against the coronavirus. A curfew is an order that requires people to remain indoors within the specified hours. It is a move that restricts the movement of people, and authorities have the power to enforce it using force. Tunisia was one of the first countries to enforce a curfew. There, the restrictions last for 12 hours. After Tunisia, Iraq and even Germany have imposed curfews in parts of the country, a move that dramatically reduced movement of people.